Hello friends, this is the First Time Farmer over 50. Welcome to the homestead. Today is Sunday, May the 21st, 2023. What can a 56-year-old man accomplish in 3.5 hours? Well, we're going to take a look at it. And I'm going to try to post up in the corner, I'm going to try to post a link to previous video that was taken just yesterday before I started doing any of this. I worked on this 2 hours yesterday and an hour and a half this evening, and just wanted to show you what I have accomplished. So you'll remember when we started this was all thick honeysuckle, just terrible, miserable stuff like that over there. And this is how it's looking now. By no means are we close to being finished. Still got a lot of work to do, but this is what I've been able to do in about 3.5 hours. So yesterday I cut a path straight down through here, and then tonight I started basically another path up through this side just to widen this area. Now this big pile of brush that you see here, this is primarily honeysuckle and big cedar tree. This is all in a wash. There's a wash running down through here. So in order to try to slow down the erosion, I've thrown all of this stuff down there. So you'll see the rest of us as we walk down the hill. But I'm just going to kind of pan back and forth just so you can see what's been accomplished. This is looking good over here. Now the further away over there, I hit that with a weed whip a couple of weeks ago, but this right here in the foreground, this is all honeysuckle just 2 hours ago. You can see there's one there that I missed. That's the trouble with honeysuckle. You get so many of them in there, and you're in there trying to cut them out, and they start falling over, and before you know it, you got stuff you can't even see what the heck you're doing. So I missed a few, but that's okay. Their day will come. So here's more of the pile. This is that ash tree that was in the video from yesterday. I tried pushing it over, but it's not going anywhere. It's going to have to come down with a chainsaw. This small one right here, I did push this one down. This was probably about maybe 25 feet long. And he came down without too much trouble. You remember from the very first video, it was a struggle getting through all this stuff, and now it's almost a walk through the park. Almost. This long dead cedar here, this will get cut up and it'll be gone here sometime in the not too distant future, we hope. Looking at the wash again. And then over in that direction, I don't know if you can see that pile right through there. That's another wash. It's kind of weird. It's like a pocket almost in the ground. Why it's there, how that formed, I have no idea. But I determined it would be a good place to throw more stuff. So the things that I cut down over in that general vicinity all went into that one. There's another small area of honeysuckle that I missed. But again, its day will come in the not too distant future. So we're getting down to the bottom of the area where I started. And right there at that log, the wash just kind of drops. It's like maybe a 1.5 to 2 feet. It just kind of goes down into a hole. So a maple tree that I cut down, I threw the top in there, and I'm going to try to fill some of that in. Those down there, those are honeysuckle that I cut down yesterday that were around that big old oak tree with the split in it. I've been looking at those for a couple years and wanted to get those, so I took those down yesterday. So you can see what it looks like. Maybe you can see what it looks like down through there. It's kind of dark. A lot of trees, lots of shade, but we're trying to open it up some. So all these little seedling trees that you see through here, mostly maples, those are all going to come down. And we'll thin out some of these intermediate size maples too, because obviously there was enough sun for them to grow. We get rid of those, that sunshine will now reach the ground and we'll get some grass growing. So this is looking up the hill now. Vastly different than what we were looking at just yesterday morning. So we are definitely getting there. I don't know if you can see the house over there, the sun setting behind it, might be a lot of glare, but yeah, we're making progress. Just wanted to keep you updated on what's happening. And you know, if you're thinking, gosh, I'd like to go out and do that kind of stuff, but I don't think I can, well, you know, you never know until you try, and you just pace yourself. You just do what you can, and what you can't, you leave till tomorrow, you know. But when you do get something done, whatever it is you get done, it makes you feel a whole lot better just about yourself and just about what you're doing. And honestly, sometimes I get done what I want to get done, but a lot of times it takes me longer than I anticipate. It slows me down, I get slowed down. And that can be frustrating, but you know what? It's been a year and a half since we started doing all this stuff, and you know, I look at all that I still have to do, and I think, oh my gosh, how am I ever going to get that done? But you know, looking at what I have accomplished so far, it's pretty amazing. And just a little bit every day, every time, every chance I get, a little bit more, and you make things happen. So hopefully that's somewhat of encouraging to you if you're thinking about doing this kind of stuff. And if you know of people who need this kind of encouragement, please share this with them. And we ask that you subscribe and also hit like on your way out. And we look forward to seeing you again in the future. But if not, we're going to see you in the pasture.